Hey everyone, what's up? I hope you all are doing very well. This is a collective reading. We're going to touch base on the situation, whatever the cards say. It's the message. So we're going to get right into it. Angels, throat, and crown chakras. Angels, throat, and crown chakras. Now, this is really kind of funny to me personally because I was just watching something about channeling. Right? And I was like, girl, go do you some tarot. Preach. This is my preach card. When you just know divine speakage and you say it and it's flowing from you from a higher source, right? Angels. Oh. Let's see. All right, we're going to shuffle the cards. The 10 of stencils, the 2 of stencils. In reverse, it's like having it all and juggling that and then like dropping some stuff because there's so much abundance. 8 of spray cans in reverse. The sister of spray cans in reverse. The street artist. The 2 of buckets to that street artist. That's romantic as shit. That's beautiful. Fuck this imperial bullshit. The high priestess, she's in reverse. And the sister's spray cans. Ooh, you tiptoeing around a subject. That's the sense of tiptoeing around a subject and like holding back how you really feel, and then using passive aggressiveness and sarcasm when you get the chance. Staying really quiet, not really saying anything, and then when you do, it's like it says a lot about how you're feeling, you know. The 8 of spray cans to the mama spray cans. In the past, we have like, okay, what's the 8 of spray cans about? To the hermit in reverse. That's really interesting. This is changing your perception of who you really are or how you perceive things. And once you do that, you change your life forever. To the hermit in reverse, it's your inner vibration of what you truly, genuinely are deep down inside. And so it's kind of like possibly getting another perspective of who you truly are. To the Queen of Swords, she's very blunt and to the point, very cold. Let's clarify her, please. To the Ace of Buckets in reverse. You might have realized that some of your coldness, this passive aggressiveness, right, that's popping up, could have something to do with a relationship that is no longer with you, that you once cared for deeply. There's an ace, you know, the Ace of Cups, you know, but it's not there. It's not around right now. This is my sign for you don't want anyone to know. It's the Temperance in reverse. It's not being able to like see their side of the story, right? So therefore and that's on top of you being passive aggressive and all that. So like when you don't understand something that like maybe possibly an ex had said, it doesn't have to be like an ex. It can be a friend who like you deeply cared about, who's no longer around. And when you don't understand where they're coming from, or you think that they don't understand where you're coming from, you get kind of like cold, nasty, passive aggressive, sarcastic. There's a lot of like secretiveness, standoffness, like being alone by self. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with a water sign, air sign. But I don't like doing that because I mean, anyways, the street artist to the two of buckets. Now, clarify the street artist to the death in reverse. Oh man, this is not letting go of your passions and what your creative streak, right? Human beings are all creators, right? And it's tapping into, like, say when you start painting and you just love doing it and you'll never stop doing it because it's what you love. You know, you can still have a job and you can still like just have a side passion of doing something like that. This is possibly though falling in love with something and then having, because I'm assuming it's not around, having it come out in a creative like manner, either in poetry or song or painting or whatever. It's that. Having a hard time letting go of that cycle as well. Alright? To the Seven of Buckets. It's overwhelming to let go of that. Why? The Hangman. This is funny. I feel like putting yourself out there through your art is like, I don't know, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Because it's like light and dark kind of looking right now. The Two of Brushes. Like, again, light and dark too. All right, the Two of Brushes is noticing your patterns and then looking at other directions. Like, you've been going the same path and now you're looking at other directions because you're noticing it's not getting it anywhere. What's the definition of crazy, right? Doing the same thing, expecting different results. But, and this right here, the Banksy deck, which is creative expression, this is how he gets his, you know, point across, is through spray painting and art, right? This is noticing that something needs to change and seeing a different way about going about things, right? I just heard letting it come to you. And taking a different path, noting that you need to make change. Okay? And I feel like the way you possibly could be going about creating this art or creativity is going to be different, something different that you don't normally do. Say you normally paint a certain way. It's like changing up the style in to which you paint, you know, or going from like poetry to music or something like that, and just switching it up a little bit. Because I have a feeling you have a hard time. When you have a hard time letting go of something, that's your outlet. And that's pretty cool. I mean, that's healthy, I want to say. So good for you. Like, all right. So this deck represents them and their side of the story. And when I say them, it can mean a lot of different people. So whatever you think of when I speak. So, tiny elephants. This is your perspective on them. They got a lot of different... they see things from every angle. They have a good perspective of things. The Knight of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. This is something that's been actively pursuing their passions. This is someone who has been actively pursuing their passions for quite some time and watching seeds grow from it. It's like investments that they've made like a while ago are starting to grow now. You know, the Two of Swords, they could have a hard time making decisions. To the Chariot with forward movement. The Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Chalices. This person is studying. This person, I feel like they are focused on the fact that you're not around. Now, at the beginning, there's the Ace of Buckets in reverse right there too. You're not around. They are studying. They might be like, why? And going through it, and because they're stuck on it. Let's put it that way. It's kind of just like paying attention to it. They're paying attention to the fact that you're not around. Now, something that's your perspective on them. You think? I don't know. There's that Ace of Chalices right upright. Alright. The Nine of Chalices in reverse, which represents them. That might be why they're not around. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Justice. And the Seven of Wands. So the Ace of Chalices in the middle, representing them is the Nine of Chalices and the Justice. Tell me about that. The Four of Swords in reverse. This person is sick and tired of doing like what's right all the time. All right, they're hitting a wall. They're feeling depleted and drained. It could be they could be going through like legal things right now. That's just draining their mentality. You know, when you go through like stressful situations, you can start being like, oh, now I got the flu, or now I'm just sick and I'm just tired and bleh, I'm sick and tired. Bleh. That could be where this person's at right now. The Ace of Chalices to the Seven of Wands, and that's in the past. They put in a lot of work for what they love. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, even if they don't have money. Even like I feel like they came from nothing. From nothing. The Ten of Wands in reverse. With no job. That's, yeah, so it's like nothing. Like how do I even say this? I feel like they made a contentment with making ends. You know what I mean? And by doing what they love and having like the people around them that they care about, helping them out, kind of. Because this is the struggle. This is owing money. This is wanting to like quit work. Now this is my sign fish. They don't want anyone to know. It's a Queen of Swords in reverse. Sign for a secret. It's being very like harsh. I don't like where they were at over here. I just don't like this energy right here. They're doing what they love, but it's not really good. I mean, they were content with probably being like pretty. It looks like being like a sleazeball by the looks of it, like kind of like leeching off of people and being poor all the time and like quitting jobs and being just a cold-hearted biatch. And that could be a dude too. And this is like going through a struggle and being successful with it. So it's like they're making this kind of lifestyle work. All right. All right. It's just like a miserable ass, low ass lifestyle that they love doing and it's working for them. This is and that's in the past. And then now I feel like they're depleted. They're sick and tired. The Justice. And that's wanting to balance out. Oh, biting the hand that feeds. Look at that. Look at that, Justice. See? Biting the hand that feeds, though. It just came up. Like, I don't know. I feel like they could possibly be feeling like, you know, this doesn't make me feel as good as I thought. I actually do love these people. You know what I mean? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse to the Eight of Pentacles. Flip the script. Changing the way we act. Just changing the way we do. Needing a new plan. The Queen of Chalices in reverse, being upset for a couple days and then like getting over yourself though, being all up in your feels and being like, this is someone who's going to be like nasty while they're trying to like fix themselves and change their routine. I feel like this type of mindset is so like encrypted in them. It's because they enjoy it, so therefore it's like a little treat for their brain every single time they do it. And when they don't do it, it's like killing them not to be like that, kind of. All right, but they're gonna get over it. Gonna get over it. It's kind of like having a bad habit, like smoking or something like that. I don't really want to. I feel like it's not quite like smoking. Something less, something like, I don't know, biting your nails or tapping or something like that, and just always wanting to do it, and then just stopping, like consciously stopping yourself, and then getting fidgety over it, and then letting it go, like a couple minutes later. One more, and then we're gonna move on. The Temperance in reverse. Both of y'all got that, and that was your secret too. This person doesn't understand why they quite feel this way. Your side of the story, both sides of the story. They possibly don't understand why you're upset as well. I feel like they used to look at you like, this is funny because I see two queens right now. I feel like they used to look at you like this, like, and she'd just be a bitch, or he's just being a dick, you know what I mean? And it was okay. They loved you and all that stuff, but they would like look at you like that. Now it's like kind of flipping the switch, and you're like a Queen of Cups now, or whatever. In a situation, it's like there's love there, and it's like, why? It's like noticing that went from cold to loving, and they may not even understand why all of a sudden they're looking at it differently like this. And it's because your perspective has changed, because you had the Eight of Swords, and once you change your perspective, you'll change your life forever. And once you start changing perspective and stuff, and you start moving differently, people around you start noticing. So this person's probably noticing, not understanding why it's feeling depleted. I feel like they feel like they've done something here that's probably not so good, not so great, and they're like trying to change the way they are, but they're focusing on it. Like, I feel like they're focusing on it too heavily, and that's all they're doing. You know, when people just like observe for so long and they don't do anything. The Fool. It's a new beginning. There's this person. I feel like they do feel alone. They're by themselves. All right, this is a new beginning, and it's probably like, ew, new feelings. What am the Three of Pentacles in reverse doesn't work well with others, right? I feel like this person notes, but they don't know how to deal with it, and they are possibly trying to change the way they think and change the way they do about it, but they have this feeling to go back to not giving a fuck. All right, so with that being said, I just heard sorry, not sorry, over and over and over again. Alright, so this is my sign for, it's a secret, and it's just kind of floating out there, and it's the Eight of Cups, and that's listening to some intuition to walk away. I just heard back of the head bullshit. You know what that is? You know what back of the head bullshit is? You know when back of your head you hear that shit and you just know? Actually, the Chappelle, dude, yeah. Alright, his opener, like, had this whole bit about the back of the head, and every time you ignore it, you always say, shit, in the back of my head, I knew, because that's your intuition telling you to leave the situation. Alright? So the Nine of Wands, give up. Beaten down and just knowing when to leave. And I feel like, you know, your intuition has been telling you to drop it for quite some time and to move on, but this is like being at the point of near exhaustion before you actually fucking listen to the Two of Swords, needing to make a decision. You're gonna be stuck in that limbo. I need to make a decision. The Sun in reverse, not liking people that you're surrounded with, and there's no forward movement. To the Six of Cups in reverse, it's needing to step out of the past. Get the fuck away. Out of like, get over this. I feel like whatever this is blocking you. It's like catching up your your thoughts a lot. And it's probably because there is love there on both sides mutually, but like ending of a cycle so a new one can begin with the world, and it's in reverse. It's having a hard time doing so because you're so stuck on it. So the temperance is just wanting to know like their side of the story. It's like needing to have a talk, needing to be able to see. And also, okay, sometimes we don't always get that talk, right? So this is kind of telling you that see that this is blocking you and move on, right? This is like one of those things where you got to see like the cycle. Don't you see the pattern? Do you see the cycle? You know, if you want closure, like maybe you're not going to get it. Don't get stuck up on it and not allow yourself to move forward because you're caught up on closure, you know, or something like that, or whatever the fuck it may be. It looks like closure. This is wanting to give up on focusing so hard on it and noticing that that's what's like stopping you. This is the devil. Oh, it's stopping you. Nothing but yourself. You're not chained down to anything. This is like destructive thought pattern of exes that don't make you feel good, that didn't go anywhere, keeping you where stuck. All right, the Six of Swords, that's forward movement. Move forward. This could also mean moving, right? Actually physically moving, all right? But this is once you realize that you're stuck and that you're like obsessing over this one thing from the past. You know what I mean? And it could like, you could very well be in a relationship and just like letting something subconsciously in the past like hold you back from like moving forward within it. You know what I mean? In that relationship, whether it be work or whatever, it doesn't matter. But this is forward movement once you realize that you're stuck on something from the past that's doing you no good, and you're the only one holding yourself here. All right. Can I do one of these? Sure. These are fun. I love these. I do these for me. Because I like to swear at you through oracle cards. The cards said it. Have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. And shame and regret and guilt, those are just bullshit. Forgive. Let that shit go. Alright. I love y'all. I hope that resonated with you. Made you feel some sort of way. Until next time, my friends. Peace. Oh yeah. Like, subscribe, and share. Do all those things too. Comment. Let me know how this made you feel. If it helped you in any way. Alright. If it didn't, I don't know. If I just wasted all your time that you chose to be here. I love you guys. Until next time. Much love. Peace.